Hey everyone, Will here from Excelsis Gardens, and today I'm going to be doing a review video and unboxing of the Makita DUN500WZ. I've just got back from work to find I've had a delivery from World of Power. I ordered this, the Makita. I want to be running it this year. There's a few reasons why I've chosen it, which I'll go into when we get it out. But first I want to unbox it and have a little look at what we have. Here's what we have in the box. We have the machine, nicely boxed up. We've got a little strap here as well, which I presume is going to be what clips on here. I tend to not use these, I find they sort of restrict and get in the way, but that's handy to have. We also have a couple of little booklets in here, and those will have all the operator instructions in there. I have also ordered two 5-amp batteries. As you can see here, our little 5-amp batteries. Click the button, you can see it's got 1 bar of charge out of the 4. Straight away, my initial thoughts, it looks really nice. It's really light. I like the fact this is like a nice grippy rubber rather than just a cheap plastic. That's nice to hold. And this has got a little bit of rubber on it, and then plastic casing around here, but it feels very nice indeed. So it's really light. I already have a Makita charger, as I already have one of their smaller hedge cutters, so I didn't need to buy that. So I'm going to charge these up, and then we're going to take this outside. I'm going to run through a lot of the different features and just have a little go at using it and see what my initial thoughts are when running the machine. I've just taken the machine outside so we can have a bit of a closer look. I'm just going to run through the entirety of the machine and just show you some of the little features that the machine has, some of the things I like, some of them that I'm not too keen on, just so you can get a closer look. Let's start at the back of the machine where the battery goes, and we have a little metal casing which I really like to protect the battery. Can be removed, but I like it. Nice and sturdy. You've also got a little hole so you can make sure you can see your battery reading. We then have the throttle. It's going to run the machine. 2 switches, nice bit of rubber as well. It's quite comfy. Nice and loose on the throttle as well. It's not hard work. Here's the control panel. So you can turn the machine on and off, and you've got 3 different speed settings. Speed 1, 2 and 3. As you can see, you can also put the machine in reverse. Now, when you run the machine, if you let go of the throttle, it cuts out after literally about a second, which isn't great for me. If I'm hedge cutting, I don't want it to stop that quick. Though you could cable tie it to fix that. This is where the little shoulder strap would go, which again I don't use. I just find that gets in the way. Nice rubber handle, where you'd hold it with your other hand, one on the throttle, one on there. Nice and grippy, and that will protect your knuckles there as well, which I like if you're reaching into the hedge. Here you then have the little adjuster that you just pull out, and then you can adjust the head. This is nice, easy to hold, it has little ridges in it for grip as well, so it's not difficult. And then you'd hold this part of the hedge cutter as well on the actual cutting head. That isn't the comfiest, I don't think, personally, but it's not difficult to fold down, and you've got lots of different cutting angles that you can use. If you're reaching above the hedge, you've got a nice angle to just get a nice line on it, or down the sides of the hedges you can just tilt it back slightly. The teeth themselves as well are really sharp, really nice. They've got a 3-way cutting edge on those as well, which I find works well, and a tip protector. This is brilliant. It means when you're cutting flat up against a wall, it just protects the blades there. They're not going to bash, which could damage the gearboxes or even the blade. So here's some footage of me using the hedge cutter. So I'm using it mainly on blade speed 2. I'm going to show you a variety of different hedges, some that are fairly overgrown, some cutting through quite thick stems. But I've been really impressed with it. So I've actually been using the machine for 1 year now, at the time of recording this.
and yeah, I've been really impressed with it. So this shows it can cut through some really nice thick stems quite easily as well. So here you see I've cut through a piece probably close to sort of my thumb in width. So really impressed with it. This is a time lapse of an overgrown privet, which again just shows it cuts through easily and cleanly. So there has been a couple of things with the hedge cutter that have gone wrong. The pin that adjusts the head, I had to replace that. It was about £4 for the pin, I think, on Spare Parts World. So not expensive. And then I also find the grease runs out fairly quickly in the hedge cutter head as well, slightly faster than my other trimmers, so just make sure you're greasing it regularly. So apart from those two things, it's been really good. I haven't had any issues with it over the last year. Again, the reason I bought it, it's good with the 3 different blade speeds, good for cutting thick leaves. You can do a slower blade speed, or I clip a lot of buxus and I can do blade speed 3, which cuts it really clean and tidy. It doesn't tear the leaf as much. So that's also a really good benefit of the machine. But here you can see on this holly, it's cut through a lot of thick stuff, and that's the finished view. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Add any comments down below if there's any other bits you want to know, and I'll see you on the next one.